Alright, here's a quick video review of some upgrade kits from Noted over on the TFW 2005 boards, and I'll post links to both the threads and the Shapeways pages for these upgrades. The first are these rounded arms for Titan's Return KUP. I think he started working on these before the Takara version was announced with the different arms. But they're 3D printed and molded. They come with the same joints. He's got a bicep swivel, a hinge, the ball joint at the wrist. They are dyed to as close as possible to the teal. You can paint these and dye these yourself, but right now they're not a horrible match. He also comes with some little pop-out fists, so you can give them. I think these are molded off the Riveltech Transformers, but it's like a pointing hand for each hand. You can just pop those out, give them a pointing finger if you want. They are still fully transformable. And I'm not going to go all the way to car mode. I'm just going to show this off here. So pop this off. Just transform the front end here. But they do still fold up. They do still have the tab here on the front. And you just plug in just like this. So you still flip the fist up. So you can still fully transform him to vehicle mode. So if you've already bought the American version and don't want to blow money on the Takara version, but you still want the rounded shoulders, you've got an option there with Noted's kit. It's pretty clever, and like I said, I like seeing things like this, just creativity of the fandom to mold these and CAD them up and put them up on Shapeways. Come here. The other kits came, and this is where I'm kicking myself, because he's got some upgrade kits for Titan's Return POWERMASTER Optimus Prime. And literally the day before these showed up in the mail, my 4.5-year-old nephew had visited from Costa Rica. And I let him play with all of my duplicate Transformers, and let him take some home with him, because I'm like, hey, I'm the cool uncle, you like Transformers, have some of my extras. And one of the ones he took was my Titan's Return POWERMASTER Optimus Prime, because I have the Takara version of Jinrai and did not think about it. And then literally the very next day in the mail, I opened it up, and here are these upgrade kits. So I'll show off what I can. And the first off is these rifles here. And let me see if I can tilt this back up for your viewing pleasure. Anyway. Here we go, and so he's made these new rifles that are a little thicker. They look more G1 POWERMASTER Moppy. Here are the ones that come with God Bomber, the skinny little ones. They're nice, they're thick, they've got a decent amount of heft to them, and they fit 5mm peg holes. So I'm probably going to find a way to incorporate those somewhere into the figure itself. Maybe I'll put them up as back cannons, or maybe I'll put these back up as back cannons and leave these in his hands. I'm not sure. But those are very nice, and I'll put links to all of these kits, like I said, on down there in the video description for both the TFW 2005 threads, so you can read about them as well as where to buy them. The other pieces he kit, and these are really nice, and I wish that I had not given away my POWERMASTER Op. I will hunt one down to show these off. I'm trying to get my hands on one as we speak, just to borrow so I can show these things off. But he's got some forearm fillers, and these little covers that plug into the insides of his forearm to fill those gaps. Now, with the Takara version available and the Magnus Prime, which is just an American release of the Japanese version in the box set coming, you may not need these as badly as you once did, but they are nice little forearm covers. These are the basic standard ones. They fill in the forearms. There you go. These are a little cooler because you can see these have a 5mm peg hole designed into them, so that when you plug them in, I'm kind of short. When you plug them into the forearm, that peg hole sits inside the fist and then allows him to hold 5mm weapons easier than this stupid little into the plates behind his hands mechanism that was already existing there. So it gives him some 5mm peg holes as well as fills in the arm covers. So those are nice little pieces. And the final kit was these two pieces. You put the tip of the foot, you kind of put them in there and plug them up underneath. And what this does is, you can see there's two different pieces. They're angled slightly differently. But it changes the feet, one, to look a little bit more like the standard POWERMASTER Op Japanese version feet. But it also they're two separate. It's two separate pieces. Actually, maybe three separate pieces, but so they snap together, and then it gives him some ankle tilt. So when you plug this in, you can put him in wider stances and still support his foot, which is really cool. Like I said, I will show these off in more detail as soon as I get my hands on American version of POWERMASTER Prime, but the KUP upgrades and everything, they're pretty cool. Do check out the threads, check out the Shapeways forum if you've been looking for some ways to enhance your figures, because these are some pretty cleverly designed little pieces. So thank you, Noted, for sending these. I do promise I will show these POWERMASTER Prime pieces off a little better in a future video.